You are now tuned in the Nightcap. RadioGeneration2000.com.
Yes. I did it again. I think it's the first time for the year.
Ew. Why do I put the headphones on? You don't put the headphones on my head.
So I gotta start again?
No, you're good. You find the way you was.
I'm gonna start again.
Why?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. there was no need.
Yes. That's my theme. It's the yes. And we are back. It's the Nightcap. It's Sunday, y'all. How is everyone doing?
Good. Fantastic.
Do I hear Miss Golden Goddess? I don't hear her.
You do hear her.
I do?
Fine.
I said good.
Oh, now I hear her.
Yeah, she's normal. Keep telling you stop using those headphones.
Well, I need to hear everyone.
You don't hear everybody. You can hear everyone fine with your ears. Your ears still work, right? You ain't that old.
Nah, definitely not.
Right,
I mean, hearing has nothing to do with age, though.
You sure?
Absolutely.
So,
Definitely.
Well, you're a nurse.
Sure.
You would know more than me.
Has nothing to do with that. So, anybody can lose their hearing at any age.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know how many DJ friends of mine?
Because the music is loud.
Because they turn their music up too loud. I'm that old school guy in the booth like, turn it down. Yo, guess what you mean? You Jamaican something with you? Every time you come in here, you be telling me turn the volume up. Yeah.
So,
preserve your ears.
So are you saying that Jamaicans don't like loud music?
No. Because, it's the dreads and, they think I'm Jamaican or whatever. But I tell them, like, no, preserve your hearing because you only have one set of ears. I got a lot of DJ friends right now who got the earpiece on because they're going deaf.
Wow.
Because they've been DJing their whole life with the volumes on 1,000.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
And it's funny because growing up, I used to blast the music in the car, listening to it really loud, and now I barely even turn it up.
Because there's no need. Only time when you turn the volume up is when you feel good. Like, that's my jam. Hold on. And then when the song's over, you turn it back down.
Yeah.
Or notice that when you park, you turn the volume down.
Or when you're lost, you
that
turn
too.
the volume down. When I'm lost, I'm like turning down the volume, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out my way, and I'm like, what does the music have anything to do with where we're going?
Because
Nothing.
You're just trying to figure out your bearings. But when you park, you want to concentrate, so you turn that volume, let's suck it down. Thinking that concentrating, super focused when you concentrate, you back up. Parallel park.
Or you can hear a crunch sound if you're back into it.
Yep. You want to hear that little...
Exactly. You want to come out and see how much damage you got or how you can lead a scene before anybody notice you done crack somebody's bumper.
Yeah. Woo. That ain't me.
Your license plate was hanging way before I got here.
There you go, pimpin'. That wasn't me, baby.
That wasn't me.
Get that bumper guard button.
Like, show me the footage. You ain't seen nothing. Bye.
So what's going on, y'all? You want to start off with Miss Golden Goddess?
Yeah, go ahead. Golden Goddess, start off.
Golden Goddess is chilling. She's been quiet, low key. That's it. I haven't been. Listen, I haven't been.
She didn't say what you didn't want to hear.
Exactly. I'm not there yet.
I'm just keeping her honest.
Who, me? Huh?
I'm keeping the fans honest.
Listen, it's a healthy balance between school and work and leisure, but no school for now. So I'm chilling.
Righteousness and ratchetness. Remember that.
No, just right now. I'm just chilling and just trying to handle some business moves.
Okay.
That's it.
Our moves.
Just trying to make some moves.
Well, for me, it was about football weekend. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers.
Yes.
They'll make it to the playoffs. Super Bowl.
Spanking on the Packers.
That wasn't a spanking.
It was a spanking.
It's only 2 touchdowns.
It was 27-0 by halftime.
Yeah, but they came back. They came back.
And barely did.
Shout out to the 49ers.
And barely did.
I got to give it to them.
They have a good defense.
I got to give it to the 49ers, definitely.
Right now, Richard Sherman somewhere popping up. I love Richard Sherman.
Who doesn't like Richard Sherman?
He keep it a buck. He like, that's your quarterback, right?
Okay, all right.
That's your quarterback.
You better keep that same energy for 2 weeks from now.
Listen.
Because you know you got to deal with them boys in Kansas City
and
now.
I ain't ready. I'm not a 49er. I'm not a fan of neither.
Me
but
too.
I'm a rep 49er.
Nah, I'm going KC.
I'm going to go with KC on this one.
I need Andy Reid to get over that
I'm
hump.
going to go with KC. Just like the whole Titan game. I was watching the two and I was like, I don't care about neither teams, but I'm going to rock with KC on this one.
I thought Tennessee was a dangerous team if they played in their hands, but they didn't.
They had.
They played into their hands because Tennessee's that old school. You better buckle your chin strap because we're gonna smash you in the face over and over and over
They tried.
and over. They did.
Tried.
It's just that they couldn't produce any offense. They started off well, but then Casey got hot, and once Casey got hot,
and they took it off.
that's it.
It was it.
Let that band flow, man. That's all you need, boy.
It was it. That was a
I'm
wrap.
rocking with the 49ers. I like Shanahan.
All right, so let's see who's the underdog here.
Who's the underdog during the KC?
Yeah, the Niners is what 15
Niners
and
probably
3.
no, yeah, but they're not that far apart from each other. They're only down. I think KC was 12-4, San Fran was 13-3, so they're only 1 game difference. But in terms of overall team, San Fran has a better team.
Listen, that defense got listen. The Niners defense is serious.
Oh yeah.
They don't. You cannot run.
No,
you cannot
it's a 4.
Throw. Once I seen Aaron Rodgers throw 2 picks, I knew it was over.
No, he threw 1. You threw 2 because he threw 1 in the first half, 1 in the second half. Yeah.
No, he had 2. Remember, 2 of the touchdowns came from 2 turnovers.
Okay.
The first one was a pick when they were like 14-0. They went back and they scored another touchdown off a pick.
Yeah.
And then I think the other one was it was 2 picks he threw.
Yeah.
So for you to get Aaron Rodgers to throw picks, you know your defense is serious
Because
he don't throw picks.
They have a front 4 that's ferocious, man. Them guys don't play.
Animals like they listen.
Yeah.
They
And you
could
drop
not
back
get
in coverage.
The Packers
I'm going to
couldn't
see
do
what they're going to do when they go against KC because
Let's see.
KC got some ballers on that offensive side, man.
I think we're gonna have a good game.
Oh, it's going to be a good game.
Absolutely.
I just think that they got to bottle KC for 4 straight quarters.
Right.
Don't let them dudes get hot. Because if they get hot and you don't score the next play, bum bum ba-dum. It's an avalanche, boy. It's an avalanche. It's no fun. It's no fun watching someone put up
we gonna see
51 points on you and you up
Should
in the
we have
first
a little
quarter.
wager in
We
there?
have a wager? Who put money? You put money on this?
Yeah.
Come on.
Why
I
not?
don't gamble.
We could wager $5.
$5 a head?
$5.
All right, I'm taking both of y'all money then.
She wagering. I don't wager.
But we going for the same team.
Who team
No,
you
we
going
not.
for?
You going for KC? I'm going for the Niners.
Right, but
Oh.
tonight. So
No, get off my bandwagon. Get out of here.
I don't wager.
No,
I want that
take your
money.
In truth,
I want that money.
anytime I bet money, it's
Never
never
won?
worked out for me.
Really?
No.
Really?
If I don't bet money, that's when
When you
I
win.
Okay.
So I'm not betting.
Well, they
money.
have those what they call those little score sheet joints. I'll bring that in when you gamble on per quarter. So basically, you pick 2 numbers. So it'll be like 0-9, and if the score is like 10-9, you win money
Oh, it's not bad.
by quarter. And whoever has the most at the end, and you pick the final outcome at the end.
And it's funny too because I did say the 49ers are gonna win by 2 touchdowns.
And they won.
Yeah, it was 37-20.
27-20 here.
So you could have won some
With 2
money.
touchdowns in the field goal.
You better stop
Right.
playing.
You could have won some money,
Right.
girl.
Yo, my
Playing on
whole
your
crib
luck.
was like, I was like, nah, I'm
Better
telling
feed-
you.
You better feed that positive energy.
Hell yeah. That manifestation.
That's it.
And I'm gonna manifest taking your money.
I'm not betting.
Come on, man.
I'm not betting.
Put some money on it, please.
$5.
No.
$5.
So, but that's 5 each. So that's
Yeah.
10. That's 10.
She gonna owe 10?
But then
I
she
ain't
can
gonna-
make 10.
Nah.
5 and 5.
Nah. It's like Lotto. I don't,
You know what I'm doing? No. Okay.
Anything else happen with you?
I just rested all weekend. I had to put some sleep back in the sleep bank on
Right.
Friday and Saturday to make amends for all the lack of sleep I've been doing.
Right.
So yeah, I was Friday night, Saturday night, and that was it. Woke up Sunday, shoveled. I was laying low.
Yeah, it felt like that this weekend.
Yeah. Friday and Saturday was my recharge time.
Right. I mean, I can't say it was recharged for me, but it was pretty just low key,
Yeah.
mellow, chill, laid back.
Same here.
You know,
Yeah. So I figured
not in the house, but you know,
it's about to get rough this week coming up.
just
be turned
running
up.
around.
Shout out all the clubs and customers and people hitting me up. I will be getting back to you shortly.
Nice. So what you got for us this week?
Well, I have 2. You know how I do the 2 for 2 special.
You going back to back?
If you have something in between, I got
You
help
know,
me out
there's
here.
Golden Goddess and I always got something to say.
Okay. My first one is Apple and USB-C.
What's the Apple and USB-C?
Yes.
So are they changing their port?
Yes. Your next
You're lying.
Your next iPhone may not have a Lightning port anymore.
What?
Apple's firm control on this Lightning port charger may no longer exist in the newer devices. Do you know why?
The chargers are flimsy. They're not good. They're not good quality.
It's not about quality.
Because they want to make money.
It's not about making money. Well, you make money if you prioritize your devices, but
Is it
I don't
gonna
know.
charge us faster?
no.
Because they got like 10 iPhones coming out.
Nope. Because of the EU Commission will vote on whether or not to force all technology companies to adapt a single charging method that will be universal across all devices and manufacturers, this including Apple. The EU's been trying to implement a single charging port standard for all devices for over a decade. Basically, the EU, the European Union, or the European Commission they're very strict on technology. Apple's been fined, Google's been fined, numerous companies been fined in the past for skating outside the lines for the EU. Right. So they've been conforming to them. So what it is that they try to bring Apple into the fold to have all devices have the same regular USB-C charger. Apple's been fighting it back because, they're proprietary. They want to keep a grasp on what they want. If the vote passes, it will end the Lightning charger for Apple, and Apple won't be able to sell Apple products, phones, tablets, music devices in Europe without adapting a USB-C. That also means they will have to redesign all Apple products going forward, so your American iPhone will change as well. Basically, it's Europe's way in saying, okay, if you want to sell an iPhone here, you have to be USB-C. If not, you can't sell it. So they'll lock off themselves off a market in Europe if they don't adapt.
So therefore, they're going to adapt.
They're going to have to.
That's a big.
It's a vote.
Population.
It's a vote.
Right.
So right now, nothing has changed. It will happen overnight. So don't start chucking away your USB-C, your Lightning port cables. Apple has been ahead of the curve already, in case the vote was to pass, because the 2018 iPads and up iPad Pros are already using USB-C. So they're expecting it to happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that change going to happen for the iPhone 12?
Any iPhone going forward. I don't think iPhone. It might take a time for them to grandfather over, but most likely they give them a time limit or a deadline to say, okay, within the next 2 years, any 4 iPhones have to have USB-C charger, or we will not be able to sell them in Europe.
Is this a USB-C?
Yes.
Okay, so then it's universal. Okay, that's cool. So now we all can use the same charger.
We all can use the same charger eventually.
Okay.
Now that's just with Europe. So they changing the ball game for across the board. So people are eyeing this story and seeing where the story leads into.
Okay. All right, cool. It's not a problem.
Very different, right?
Definitely.
I know you're going to be tight. Because now you have your iPhone, and eventually you're going to have to probably get a little adapter. How many people have iPhones, by the way?
I think 3. We have 3 in the room. And
I have one too.
So Miss Golden Goddess and I are the 2 that have Android.
I have Android too.
Well, you have both.
Yeah. So
iPhone still wins.
How do you feel about that, by the way?
They always been changing the USBs, so I've been used to the generation of.
So
USBs
you just
upgrading.
adapted to the change.
Just you have to.
You
have to, especially in the technology world.
Okay.
What I think is that I think it's a good thing because we all can use the same charger, and like you could be in a car with a friend that has an iPhone, and I could be in the car and I forgot my charger, and it's like, oh my god, I can't charge my phone because she has an iPhone and I don't. So now we can all just one universal.
And I just keep both in my car. My kids have iPhone, which is they have iPhone, they love it. That's not my thing. So I just have 2. I have one of each. And plus
Just
I have
in case?
AirPods. And I have AirPods also. I like the AirPods.
And that's crazy because I was like that. I had the MacBook Pro, I had the iPad, but never had an iPhone.
Okay.
I mean, there are some Apple products I like. I'm just not, and I just don't like the iPhone. Like I like an iPad. I like all that.
I think once we can AirDrop to Galaxy or Galaxy to iPhone, then The phone's perfect.
Well, remember the airdrop is
Eventually, I do see one.
It's gonna happen.
Big phone because you know why they're neck and neck in sales.
I don't think it's neck and neck in sales per se. I think what Europe is going to try to do make it easier all across the board.
I think they should merge. I really think.
No.
I think they should.
I don't want them to merge because if that happens, then we're screwed.
Today I happened to go to Best Buy. And
we always have Best Buy.
I love that store.
I know. They love you too.
I love Best Buy, y'all. You know, this is no sponsor. There's no promo off the record. But all the cell phones that are out there, Sony has a cell phone. The clarity on that phone is perfect. And it's only $500. And we're spending, what, $1,000?
Because we want to pay for the name. I mean, the Google Pixel takes the best pictures out of all phones.
No,
yeah, it does. No, it
yes, that's
does.
what
the Google Pixel takes amazing.
Which one? Okay, what phone?
The Nokia phone, Nokia 7.2? The Nokia 7.2 or the Nokia 9.2? Which one? Because Nokia's is nice too.
9.2. I'll say 9.2.
Yeah, but I mean...
Yeah.
It's just that it's just paying for the name. You either paying for Apple because you either paying for Apple because it's Apple, or you paying for Samsung because it's Samsung. But if you do your research, there's phones that are way better
quality.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
we just won't buy them because it's like you pull that out and people are like, what?
I don't know.
But seriously, if you go and look at the screen and the quality of the images, oh my God, I'm like, what are we buying?
Well, the technology is catching up, so you don't have to stick to the name brand per se. Because now they even have the hack phones, which is basically knockoff iPhones that work better than work better than regular iPhones.
You see, I don't even know about that.
Android shell with an Apple design. So basically, it's like having a MacBook Pro that has Windows on it and Mac.
Yeah,
and it's probably half the price, right?
No, actually, it's $500.
Okay, half the price.
And these phones now are like $1,000.
It is because an iPhone is $1,000.
Yeah,
No, not really.
they have, but
iPhone starts at $349.
Where?
The iPhone SE.
The SE?
Yeah.
We're not talking about the
we're
old
talking
generation.
We're talking about the Pro.
The updated phones are like the cheapest $999.99.
Oh yeah.
And then they just keep going up and up and up to like 12, 13. They even said people were trading in their phones way less than before.
Yep.
After you done paid $1,300, you don't need a new phone for a while.
Look at it this way.
Remember when phones were $199 every 2 years?
Thank you. Bring that back.
A lot of people don't know that Apple pays $250 to make a phone. This phone costs $250 to make.
So Apple.
So everything else is profit.
$250. And we're spending $1,000.
And the reason why is $250 because they want everything organic. So when we recycle, it won't kill us in the future.
Well, they're already killing us.
Well, at the battery aspect, yes, but a lot of people don't get the phone for just how it looks. I got a phone for security. That's the main reason why I got an iPhone.
For security, because they can't go back and retrieve your info.
You surpass the password 10 times, your phone is wiped.
Oh, it's wiped. Okay.
Like wiped clean.
So it's security.
That's why in the El Chapo case, not to bring up old news, they asked Tim Cook to open this phone. He refused.
And they couldn't.
And they got fined. And they paid in quarters.
Listen, money is money. You might like the one that folds, but ain't nothing wrong with the one that jingles. I love me some change. What does that up?
All right, so what if you had a child?
Oh, this is how we're starting?
Yeah, this is how we're starting. You have a child, and your child, it's Christmas. Your child opens up a gift and says, "Hey, mommy, I got a doll." And then starts playing with the doll and lifts up the skirt and finds a penis.
We're going there.
We're going there. How would you feel if your daughter's doll had a penis? Well, in Russia, there is a doll that is a transgender and has a penis. And this has been displayed in stores. The images were posted online showing a doll with long blonde hair and a female with facial features. And underneath the red dress was a male genitalia. The doll is the first of its kind, which was spotted once again in Russia and thought to be among the first child transgender dolls in the world. A transgender doll divided opinion in Argentina when it went on sale at Toys R Us in 2018, while in 2019, a toy company, Mattel, announced a gender-neutral Barbie doll. These images attracted opinions all over social media, and some people felt it's okay to produce toys like this, and then there were others that were with outrage. Another person said, although they have to do is basically buy a medical toolkit and the kid can learn how to amputate. But some people were unimpressed by the forward-thinking toy. One user wrote, I think it's really terrible what is going on in this child's parent's head. Have you ever considered it could simply be a manufacturer defect, or they accidentally put a female head on a male's body? So there's a lot of confusion with this going on. My take on it, I'm not against anybody who's homosexual, who's gay, lesbian, transgender. That's your personal preference. I think it's confusing for the child. When a child is growing up and they see something like this, they're going to be confused, because I, as a parent, I would have taught my daughter, hey, this is, in my culture, we'll say Coco or Shushun or something like that. I would refer that to that. But then now it's like, what do you tell your child? Oh, it's a penis? I think it's confusing.
I mean, I don't agree with that particular stance, because you would still have to explain to your kid a private part, because your son would be born with a penis and your daughter would be born with a vagina. I just don't feel like they should impose sexuality on a blank canvas. When a kid is to the age about 5, 6, maybe even 7, your brain is a sponge. It absorbs everything.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to impose sexuality on a kid. That's something that they should discover on their own. Mm-hmm. And when you discover that, then we can speak about that and we can explore. But at 5 years old, or 6 years old,
or even going younger than that.
Don't get me wrong. I do believe that children are born like that. There are children that are born like that. Not with a penis, hermaphrodite, whatever, or sexuality that from their young, they identify with being the opposite sex. I just don't feel like we should push that on a kid. Let them find that, and then we can go from there. Because toys, kids they play with toys, and they emulate what they see. So you don't want them emulating things that they don't understand yet, because they don't understand that.
No, they don't understand. I think they're too young for that.
Me personally, as a parent, I would be upset if somebody gave my child that toy. You should consult with me about that. Like, I'd like to give your child a toy. How do you feel about that? Listen, we don't let my thing is, let these babies be babies.
Absolutely.
Let these kids be kids. Let them enjoy. If they are like that, we'll move from that point. But we shouldn't just infringe those things.
Yeah, definitely not. Does anybody else agree?
Let me tell you
okay?
something. Let me tell you something. One of my friends get my child that is on site. On site. Every time I'm seeing you, I'm gonna take that doll and whip your. I'll buy a set of dolls and beat you with that doll.
Yeah,
why are you confusing my children with that? There's no need for that. Why are you confusing children, period?
I don't even know why they're actually putting that on the market.
Well, people want to explore different things, want to make money and all kinds of stuff like that. For me, no. There's no need for that.
Yeah, they're kids.
Yeah,
well,
they're
let's
kids.
take it there, though. Even with the regular Barbie doll,
Uh-huh.
the Ken doll, they paint this perfect body image to little girls early.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
early.
Super early.
You mean early? It's going on right now.
Exactly. So that's just as worse than with the balls on the doll.
But then this is where being a good parent comes in, and basically trying your best to censor certain things. You cannot stop it, but you definitely can censor it. Like keeping your kids off of certain, social media sites, or just having conversations with them and letting them understand, like, you do have to censor certain things, because if you let them go out there and figure it out on their own,
they're gonna find it.
And I think it's still another way that they're doing this is through cartoons as well. So it's like, how do you
can't stop the cartoons.
exactly, you really can't. because I don't know. A lot of parents really need to sit down and I swear watch these cartoons.
Oh yeah. Have
You'll
you
be
seen
so
Adventure Time?
surprised.
Have you watched Adventure Time before?
No.
On Cartoon Network?
Well,
Watch it. Watch one episode.
I see a lot of
don't like Peppa
sexual activities going on in cartoons.
Traumatized,
When
boy.
I was growing up, there was none of this.
Yes, there was.
No,
On the go.
I don't
Yes, it
recall
was.
Not
sexual.
really.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
The sexual content was more subtle.
It was subtle. You didn't know about it.
It was subtle. When you look,
You ever
when you look
seen-
back at certain things,
Like,
you be like, oh, I didn't get
Rocko's
it.
Modern Life. Remember that show?
And Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
I mean,
You had
I
to
was
look
grown
for
for
it,
Hey
though.
Right,
Arnold.
you had
You had
to.
to-
It
Nah.
wasn't
If you
that-
didn't know
I
it,
was
wasn't
grown.
that
I was
blatant.
grown for Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching
Now,
Hey
it was
Arnold. then.
blatant. It existed back then, but it was subtle. You have to find it.
Yeah.
But now it's just there. Like,
It's in your
here, I'm
face.
here. This is what it is.
And they're
And-
removing
and-
TV shows for kids now, like channels, platforms. They're removing them.
Really?
Yeah, they don't.
From the Disney Network?
Not even Disney. Nickelodeon's not a thing anymore.
There's no more
Not on
Nickelodeon?
Cablevision.
Really?
It's not. No.
I think it's this
No,
Nick.
so
No,
you
it's
have
just Nick at Night.
Teen Nick.
Really?
whatever.
Yeah.
Teen Nick.
I don't even know what
Teen
channel
Nick.
that's on. No.
There's no more Nickelodeon?
Nah.
There is. It's just not. It's not
not
as.
like what
Channel
Not what it was
33 is
before.
not a thing anymore.
But they call it now.
Stop.
They call it Noggin.
It's not a thing.
Noggin.
Noggin was always here though.
Noggin's always there.
I think it's
Transition. Oh wow.
Are you kidding me?
I think that's 100.
Nickelodeon was better than
Wow.
Disney.
But
I
Well, they
grew
better
up
than-
with Nickelodeon. My favorite thing was the green slime. Like I love Double Dare. Like that's what I grew up. I love those shows.
with the head.
Yeah.
Those ain't a thing no more.
Like
That was
what
really
is
20 years
going
ago.
on?
Yes,
Wow.
it was.
We're old,
We'll take
right?
it there. Yeah, we'll take
Yes, we
it there.
And to me, what's mind-boggling is, I mean, once again, I don't, it's a preference, but now you see boy with boy, girl with girl in these shows, and my son's like, what's going on? Like, what's going on
And
here?
you gotta jump the TV like, turn it off, turn it off, cut it off.
Though. You can't
Right.
even do that. What's wrong? Why not?
Exactly. Now you gotta explain.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta explain. That's like when we were growing up, and there was a kissing scene on television.
Close your damn eyes.
My parents.
You be like this in the first
Yo,
floor.
but no cap though, the movies in the 90s and early 2000s was really wild.
Yes, it was. You know how many times my parents went to the movie, and as a kid growing up, I'd be sitting in the room, in front of the bed, and then the scene come on, and be like, ooh. Like, close your eyes.
You be like,
You're
all
like,
right.
no problem. Oh, get out the room. And then come back. And
Or they put it on pause.
Yeah.
You get out.
They get out, and then you come back like 5 minutes later, like, what happened? Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Mind you, the
about it.
whole plot changed.
Yup.
Yeah, within that 1 millisecond.
Yo, everything just.
But speaking back with you when you spoke about the Barbie image, it's really sad what I've been seeing women do to themselves, man. It's crazy.
Even the Bratz dolls.
I hate to bring it up
Enlighten me with the dolls because I don't have a girl.
because
so
I feel
don't
like
see so much
what a
of
lot
it.
of these women are trying to compare themselves to Barbie dolls. Like for example, Summer Walker. I hate to bring her up. Have you seen her recently?
Oh, her breasts.
I think that might be a stretch.
No, it's not her breast. She did a whole body.
I
Her
think
man
she's got, like,
advocates
fat,
and-
fat.
What fat?
That's the image though.
What fat though?
But
She
that's-
had
that's-
none.
but
That
that's because
she's
the
an
standard
artist.
of
She,
and-
have you seen it before?
Whoa,
Before she blew up?
A lot of these record labels, they want an image.
Yes.
And because I know a few women that were told, you need to do this or here's some money to go do that. So basically, these things are being projected onto them, and that's the reason why they're doing it. It's all for sales and money. And her man advocates for it. So,
Well, I mean, that's the standard of beauty. I
Right.
don't think it's just record labels. The
it's
standard of
nasty.
beauty is small
Have you
waist,
seen her?
big butt.
Have you seen her?
busty or non-busty. I've seen her.
But we could say that definitely
It's
stems
crazy.
from the image that they get when they start playing with adults.
Yeah.
as a kid. Like the
'Cause
Bratz
they
doll
look-
is a
I
completely
mean,
make up
I
doll.
wouldn't thought
I
about
wouldn't
that.
say that because you know why? When we were growing up, that wasn't the standard of beauty. You were slim, you were pretty.
Yes, sir.
Nia Long, they didn't
Right.
have big butts.
No.
they were
But that was
slim.
brought to you though.
Right, but I'm saying Barbie doll. The image of the Barbie doll hasn't changed.
No,
from what
it's
it was.
still the same.
Barbie
Big
doll
boobs,
is all-
Big boobs,
naturally,
long
what
hair.
I'm saying to you is naturally, as a woman, your silhouette is always supposed to be like that.
Straight,
It's supposed
straight.
to be like this.
Right.
So that's a traditional thing. Even in the olden days when
Yep.
they wore corsets
Yep.
to squeeze their ribs in place to get that hourglass
taking it back to
thing.
Betty Boop.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like what it is that with the advancements of social media and people getting more surgery now, in addition to what's already going on. That's the standard that's just pushed onto you.
Right.
But when we were in the 90s, that wasn't the standard of beauty. As a matter of fact, if you were thick, you were fat back then.
That's right.
Because there was no thick.
There
you
wasn't.
were either slim and you were slim,
And
or you was chubby, fat. Everything after slim was fat.
Fat. Yeah. Absolutely.
Think about it. Like Aaliyah
So
was
where
gorgeous.
would you? What would you say? Like when would this? When was the Thin Slick era? Like when did that really come out? What time period?
09, 08,
I would say
and
like
up.
as the early, you know what it is? As the early 2000s approached and the video vixen became a thing,
Okay.
that right there was where the standard of beauty started to like change, because then that's when you started seeing girls with like bigger butts, but everybody didn't have them. So now you're watching these music videos and you're looking at these video vixens, and that's what people started chasing, because you wanted to be the video vixen. You
And
wanted
that's
to
when
be
the
like
whole
Buffy
ass
the
shot
body.
came
You
out.
wanted
That
to
is
be
true.
like,
That's
you understand?
09.
It's
Right,
09.
this was like the
08,
early
09.
right, like
Yup.
as the early 2000s, and then from there it kept on going.
It
and
spiraled out of
never
control.
stopped.
Now we're in a new decade.
Right,
Yeah.
and then it just.
So what's next?
What's next?
Well, social media just brought it out. That was it.
What the dog got? You gonna have a fatty, and then you gonna lift up your
And we're like, ooh, you got a what?
It's gonna be the best of both worlds.
Oh, hell
She
to the no.
looks crazy right now. Summer Walker.
You'll have
Does she
tape.
really?
She looks crazy. Bro, I'm going to show you a picture
during
before
the
and
break,
after.
we're gonna look
I'ma
at
show
this
it to you.
video, the image.
And she looks crazy. I was like,
He thinks
what?
she looks crazy.
I'm like, what? Who's this?
And
No, because you know why? Because she used to be like this, like slim.
Yeah, she definitely.
And I know I'm like,
oh, she gained weight as well.
No,
what?
she fixed
When you
it.
see
No.
it, when you see it,
She just got curvaceous.
Oh, so she probably got some lipo.
lipo for what? She was a little toothpick when she first started out. Where'd you take it fat from?
She was.
From the air? Pig fat or something?
Or
What are you
maybe
talking
she
about?
gained weight and then was
She
able.
didn't gain weight. She got some enhancements.
She got it. Well, just look. You're gonna see it. I'm not talking smack about it.
It
Listen,
isn't outrageous. It's just
it's
a
too.
little
No, it's
subtle.
outrageous.
Yo,
it's
but isn't
outrageous.
me or like these female these women R&B artists? I have to correct myself just there. But you don't really see their image no more. Like you really gotta go and look for them. I feel like her, Summer Walker, like they're
Well,
all
'cause
categorized in the
her-
same type
They
of
were
look.
in that look of they were just subtle.
Right.
Even that girl, oh my gosh, the one who doesn't show her face. What's her name again? The pop artist.
I know what you're talking about, but it's not coming to my head.
Yeah, I know. Huh? No, not Billie English. It's another one. She never shows her face. I think she sung. I'll tell you over the break.
I'm looking at these Summer Walker pictures. She looks like Black China.
Black China?
I'm telling you,
This picture?
you look like she looks crazy.
Oh,
I'm saying.
Listen,
her look. She
I have
has,
no respect for her at all.
She has a look.
This is my first time looking at her outside of the album covers.
Yeah,
I-
I don't really
I'm gonna show
go
you.
into
Too.
her. I'm sure her music is dope.
Her music
but
is fabulous.
Yeah, she's a great
She's
singer.
super talented, but it's
She's
confusing
just
for me.
different.
No, she's confusing me because okay, you complain about your anxiety, you complain about this.
She might have
you-
that.
Yo, so you said intense. You said she got her chest done.
I'm gonna show you the
got her
picture.
boobs.
It looked lit.
She got her boobs done.
No,
She got enhancements.
She got the whole body done.
She looked good though.
She snatched her body up.
She still look good.
Not from what she used to be.
Well, that might be a personal preference.
All right. I can know it is for me.
That's a personal preference. We understand you like the
No, it's not about that. It's just about I'm tired of seeing all the girls look the same now. It's
Very true.
It's
Very
crazy.
true. Very
That-
It's
true.
crazy.
Well, it's the
Very
uniform.
true.
That's the uniformity.
Yeah.
And they got they get the butt enhancement. They want to probably put their butt on my lap. I'm like, yo, why you drifting hard as this table?
That's
Yo,
your
get out of
job.
here.
That's your
No,
job.
not my job. I'm just saying, want to give you a hug. I'm like, yo,
Those
That's
are the
your
ones
job.
that don't have enough money. If you have enough money, it shouldn't feel hard like a brick.
Listen,
No,
man.
it shouldn't.
When you
gonna
going,
work
But you know what the
out,
problem
it's
is?
gonna
A lot of these girls prior were doing the ass shots. So if you were doing that, then now
your
it's
butt got a little
hard.
firm.
It's
Got
hard
a
as
little
a
hard to
rock.
rock.
I mean, it jiggles,
You
but
try
it's
to
hard
make love
as
to
a
your
rock.
friend. You got to come there
Remember,
with
nobody-
wax on your
nobody
joints.
knew what was in them shots.
Yeah, they
It don't count,
didn't.
but you're right though. All these girls do look the same.
They look the same, so it's like I don't.
Kim K-ish, like
Yeah,
I mean, that's a whole different lane
Kim Kardashian?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't look the same?
to what most of these women are aspiring to. No,
Why not?
I feel like. Ooh. No. I like legit though. I'm not even like legit. I don't feel like a lot of women are following what her standard is, but like in regards to Latina women, all of them are going that same type of route, like you guys mentioned, and all of them our dark colored women are going that same type of route. So
they're
it's just
getting
like
thick, they're getting lighter.
You gotta look at something. Kim Kardashian, those people have money to keep up with those.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And
You know,
they
like-
started it. God.
change
Yeah.
the game.
Change the
Oh,
game.
but she definitely got her chest done. I seen
some-
the throwback.
Yeah, it looks
She
crazy.
got an axe to grind.
No, I look, Summer Walker. If you're listening, somehow it gets to it. We're not disrespecting you. I'm
no,
just
not at all.
saying.
Shout out to Summer Walker. You look good, girl.
Look
Do
good.
your thing.
I just don't
Do
like
your
the certain
thing.
We
stuff.
just scrolling.
Miss Golden Goddess, what you got?
All right, we know our boy Pop Smoke. The hits "Welcome to the Party"
Baby.
Oh
and
man,
Dior. Well,
I heard about him
Friday,
recently.
Pop Smoke was arrested. You want to know why?
Yes, what did he do?
Okay. Investigators believe that he was arraigned for the Rolls Royce. Okay, pretty much, Pop Smoke borrowed a Rolls Royce for a music video.
Okay.
So he borrowed the Rolls Royce in California. And when the owner of the Rolls Royce tracked it down, it was transported to New York City on the back of a flatbed and then posted on his Instagram where he was standing in front of the cars, officials said. The image has since been removed from Instagram and have been returned to the owner. However, he was arrested on Friday, hours before he was scheduled to perform at a concert in New York, right at Kennedy International. He just returned to New York from Paris Fashion Week, so he'll be arraigned on that for a stolen vehicle charge.
So they thought he stole a car.
I think this was a setup.
You don't think? What if his music video was in New York?
I mean, I don't think...
Cross your I's, dot your T's when you rented those exotic cars.
Very true. Very true.
Aren't they
Double
unlimited miles?
But my thing is,
So,
isn't Pop Smoke? Isn't Pop? I mean, he has money. He has money, so why not?
who said he has
Who
money?
said he has
We don't
money?
know.
He said
Who said
welcome
he
to
has
the
money?
party.
He's
He
an
said it's a
upcoming
party.
artist. Well,
Yeah, he just started off.
Yeah.
He just launched off.
yeah.
So you mean to tell me he don't have money to rent a car?
He could probably rent
Rent
it,
it,
but
but-
I'm not saying he can take it across the
but
country.
what I'm saying to you is, whoever he borrowed this car from now, I'm pretty sure he had to give some financial compensation.
I
He
feel like
did.
this was lack of
So then
management.
why not do it through an organization? Because to me, it sounds a little crazy. It sounds a little set up-ish.
I'm
if
not
you
saying
ask me.
he did not cross his I's and dot his T's.
Lack of management.
He
100%.
definitely did not. But he's going to be indicted. He's charged with a crime rarely seen in a federal indictment.
Felony,
Interstate
misdemeanor?
transportation of a stolen
Oh no, they paid that off. He'd be
The
alright.
car was estimated to be worth $375K.
Wow. Yeah, his advances are definitely not paying for
Yeah,
that.
Right.
He had to come out of pocket.
He might be good for a while.
The car was parked outside of his mother's house in Canarsie.
He's dumb for that.
Come on, bro. That's what you get for flex on the gram.
He
Yes, that's why a lot of people get caught. Like, if you're gonna commit a crime, why post?
I'm not saying he committed a crime. I just think he wasn't paying attention.
There's no reason to be driving around
Yeah.
in a Canarsie.
No,
Pop
not
Smoke,
Canarsie.
you should have done better.
No reason.
No, there's no need for all that.
Shame on you, Pop Smoke.
Baby.
Baby.
Baby, don't
But
trip.
we're gonna go on a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing more albums.
No more stories.
More stories?
Yes.
More stories. Here
Right
on the
back, y'all.
Nightcap. You already know it's the Nightcap, and we're back. We was just out here jamming and having a good time, and DJ Intense is gonna take it away.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very quick and subtle with it. So we all have Snapchat here, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Snapchat actually helped this girl save her life from a kidnapping. A quick thinking teenager said Snapchat message online saved her life. Her message led the police to her kidnapper. She was 14 years old. She was drugged and kidnapped January 14th, a Tuesday night. After the drugging, the men sexually assaulted her, drove her 40 miles outside where she met the gentleman at. She met the suspects online. The girl gathered herself while she was being held kidnapped, logged on Snapchat, and posted a message saying, "Somebody help me. I'm in a random man's car. I'm not in Santa Cruz. Where am I?" The friends tracked her location, called 911, reported to police. We know Snapchat is social media. It's app like Instagram. It has a special feature that's a location feature that allows you geo filter geotag, so you can post where you're at and you can zoom down to the feet. You can get to like 3x3. So if I'm saying I'm like right here, you can probably walk and see me right here. That's how accurate they are.
Shout out to Snapchat.
Yeah, the 3 men were Albert Thomas Vasquez,
Shout him out.
Antoine Guerrero Salvador, and Hediberto Gonzalez. They all have been. yeah, which Spanish dudes? They all been charged with kidnapping and conspiracy to kidnapping. Vasquez faces the most charges.
Why?
He was faced with false imprisonment, lewd acts with a child by drugs, alcohol, intoxication, kidnapping to commit rape, and digital penetration with a force with a child. You know digital penetration. You're a nurse. Yeah.
Yeah. He, sexually harassed her.
Yeah. He basically, little finger play. On the 14-year-old.
Listen, I hope you guys rot in jail. Seriously, burn and get raped. Rot, burn, and get raped.
This trend gotta stop.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy.
What you do to others, it's gonna happen to you too. So, period. So.
Oh, what's up, Say? What's up, brother?
I haven't been too fond of music lately, and I know there's a few albums that have come out, and I don't know too many. Maybe you guys can enlighten me.
Okay.
I guess anything from the end of 2019 up until now. I don't know what's popping. So, Miss Golden Goddess, do you know of anything that's popping currently?
Well, for me, right now, I'm currently jamming to Summer Walker's Over It.
When did her album drop? I gotta look it up.
It came out October 4th.
Okay. Because the criteria.
Right, it's the fourth quarter. It's
fourth quarter.
Quarters of releases. So that was in the fourth quarter of releases.
Yeah, so we decided that we're going to name drop on albums, and we're going to mention albums from September to January. Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter 09 and early first quarter.
Yeah, 19 and 2020. Yeah.
So I mean, out of all the ones that I've seen in fourth quarter 09. I said 09.
2019.
2019. I was going to say 1919, right?
In
In 2019, Summer Walker's Over It.
Okay.
She had 16 tracks on that.
Okay.
She had 4 major samples from previous past R&B hits. Get It Together by 702, which she sampled for her song Body. Cause I Love You by Lenny Williams was another track. This track she sampled that for was Drunk, Down, and Lured. You Make Me Wanna. Usher's she sampled Come Through is her song, and she sampled You Make Me Wanna by Usher.
Okay.
And her other song Playing Games, she sampled some from Say My Name by Destiny's Child. So since the album has been out, it debuted at number 2 on the Billboard's 200
Shout
with
out to her.
134K album equivalent units, that including 14K per album sales. His debut week marks the largest streaming week for an R&B album by a female artist in terms of on-demand audio streams. So I listened to all the tracks pretty much. So my thing is, like, if you're looking for that 90s kind of flow of R&B, this is definitely the album that you want to be listening to. That Come Through with Usher. That one's currently on the radio.
Okay.
Remember who played it first?
DJ Intense.
Yes, I did.
DJ Intense, Mr. I Break Records.
Okay.
There's many good tracks. Her boyfriend, also, who is a producer, Lundy on the track on the album. He did his thing. She had some features by Janae Aiko. Who else did she have on the album? She had Janae Aiko. I believe she had the baby. I'm not too sure. Let me just double check on that right now. Okay, she had Drake on her album. She had Khaled. She had Janae Aiko, Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller. Playing Games was one of the songs too on there, and she also had A Boogie with the Hoodie. For me personally, I judge an album based on if you can play it from track to track all the way through the end for it to constitute as being a good album in my book. Honestly, this is definitely an album that you can play from start to finish, no interruptions. Like, every track has something that I feel that most people, especially women, can relate to. Whether it's the cheating boyfriend, the heartbreak, or you just want to be on your grown and sexy, and I'm not answering the questions. I'm just pulling up on you, and I'm coming to see you.
Nice.
So it definitely has a great fusion of a lot of things going on, especially for women. So I'd give that album a whole 10. You can play all 16 tracks back to back, no problem.
Wow. Has anybody heard the album?
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody agree that it's a straight 10?
It gets better. As you listen to
gets
it.
better, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can definitely see the transition in all her songs, but it's a good album.
Is there any particular track that is your favorite?
Me, my favorite track is "Come Through" with Usher. I love that song, not because it's on the radio, but I just like it because I think it fits my personality.
Okay.
A word?
Any least favorite?
Me.
Me.
That
Why?
song Me. It just, when I listen to music, the beat, the rhythm, the melody, the lyrics, if it doesn't grab me, it just basically doesn't. It didn't do anything for me.
Okay.
So that was it. But everything else I did. Everything
Okay.
else I definitely did. And I like I'll Kill You by Janae Aiko.
I'll kill you. Is she trying to kill a dude?
Listen, like I said, some of them
kill
songs,
you.
they relate to me. But yeah, Me was the only thing that I didn't like. But for the most part, it's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Okay, that's dope.
For her album, I agree with you as well. It was a hit across the board. For
Right.
me. It could have been. I think with the over it with the record with her and Drake, because that wasn't her last EP,
Okay.
and that kind of she brought it on this one to help make it gold. I don't like when artists do that because I already heard it already.
Right.
So I don't think you need to bring it back over, but it was still good. You know, because French Montana tried to pull that stunt off, and I wasn't with it. His last album, Montana,
Terrible.
because it just felt like a compilation from. He bought a record. He bought back Lockjaw on the album. I'm like, yo, that's 2016, bro. What are you doing?
He was in the hospital when that one dropped, though.
Yeah, I think he just made a compilation and say, okay, put it out. So for me, with that one, I wasn't feeling that one.
So you want to go? You want to jump in?
No, you go ahead. You know I go last.
All right. So for me, currently right now, my favorite, I have to hand it off to my man from Dipset, Mr. Cam'ron.
Purple Haze, too.
Purple Haze 2. So clearly it's been, 15 years after Feeding the Streets with Purple Haze. Cam'ron is back from Purple Haze 1 to Purple Haze 2. You know, he has his last album was Crime Pays, which was launched on May 12, 2009. And that was his 6th album. So we all know Cam'ron for talking about girls, drugs, hoes, money, welfare, food stamps, clothes, you know, like DJ Intent said, he's a Harlem guy. So I listened to the album, no rewinds, straightforward. I have to say, for me, it's an actual album that I can cruise through on the FDR drive from beginning to the end. 16 tracks, straight bars. So shout out to Cam'ron on that one. What else? All right, so I'm gonna go into the first track. For me, it's a good start to the album. It's a good flex. The beat is crazy. I'm not too sure about it, but it's all right. For me, my favorite right now is track 2, is Medellin. That I can definitely say you guys have to add that to your playlist. It's straight fire. You gotta bump that. My favorite line on it from that was, nowadays you might see me with a Barbie. I was trying to take my ex back, but I seen her with Safari. So that was one of my favorite lines. I thought that was funny.
Bam, bam.
Yeah.
Safari. Bam, bam.
Shout out to Safari.
So
So that's why him and Juju didn't make it. It's one of those songs where you're on Instagram and Snapchat and you want to have that on the background listening to it. So shout out to him on that one. He does have a few features. He has Wale, Max B, Mimi, Disco Black, Jim Jones, and Shooter on the album. I would have to say that my least favorite was track 1 for me was my least favorite. The album basically was a storytelling album, and I would definitely give it about a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 for you?
Yeah, 4.5 stars.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.5 stars. So if you haven't tuned in, haven't listened, download. Shout out to Cameron. DJ.
Spotlight Smooth, you got one or no?
Yeah, let's keep it in Harlem.
Harlem.
Facts. This Max B album, House Money, fresh from jail.
Oh, he's out.
Nah, he's still in jail.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
So
say,
he made this album while he's in jail.
Fresh from jail.
The album Fresh from Jail.
Oh, it's called Fresh from Jail.
No. The album's called House Money.
Okay.
But the
he made
music.
it while he's in jail.
But the music, Fresh from Jail.
They let him do it from jail?
Yo, this
How do
is
you
one of
do
his
it?
best pieces.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he went off.
Is this over the phone?
No, I think it could be, but even if you got the mic in the cell, this like album is actually really. I think it's one of his best pieces, to be honest. It's up
Max
there.
Stringer Bell, huh?
Yeah, and yo, it's the same raw flow from the early 2000s, and he just continues to keep it relevant. Yeah, it's actually fire. It's really
He
fire.
made a hit like Lucius Fly in the Empire.
But he has a song called Super Bad with French Montana, which is dope. Ride on him with Jadakiss, and my favorite is actually a collab he has with Cameron and Dave East called Goodbye. So it's definitely a little I want to say it takes you back to early Harlem when they would run in the streets like hoodlum. I love it.
Like
I love
dope
it.
boys.
Facts. Cocaine TV.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The crack. That's what Cameron calls it.
Yeah.
Crack.
House Money.
Cocaine.
I'm about to get it now because you know that when I get to the club on Tuesday,
It's
all the
it's
OGs gonna be like, "Yo, Jets, I know you got that Max B. I gotta hear that."
But it's been
People-
going under the radar though.
People, but
Really?
you know what it is?
Yeah.
Max B is it's like a cult following, man. They love him. People love him. No matter where you at, yo, you know Max B. So I know you got some Max B in there. B.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's for real. You gotta have that on your deck, because if not, they'll be like, "Yo, you trash, son. You food.
You food?
Intense, you food."
You food? Is that a new lingo?
Oh, that's an old one.
You food?
Yeah.
You know, OG,
Oh.
they bring that back. You food.
They brought
What's
it back?
that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry. What is you food?
It's like,
mean?
you know, when you in the jungle and you a lion and you pray.
Okay.
So it's like
You food?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. You the prayer, yeah.
You food.
Yeah, you food.
Now I see why some.
I haven't heard that one in a while though.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Now
food.
I see why some of these things just went under the radar.
Yeah, I know because
They be like, you food? I'm like, no.
You are.
Yeah, and I'm gonna think I'm
you food.
You food.
You food. DJ and Tess, what you got?
I picked. I kind of went with the same. I could have went with your route, but I left you guys with that stuff. I picked Roddy Ricch. Please excuse me for being antisocial. New album. It came out December. Roddy Ricch.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
I'm in the morning on with you.
No, I didn't hear his
wants
album.
Oh, yeah.
She
Yeah.
want the Gucci.
Yeah. That's what I picked.
Okay.
I like the overall album. He falls into that mode. He kind of stepped out the box a little bit. He had features from Ty Dolla $ign, DJ Mustard, Meek Mill, Lil Durk, Gunna, and A Boogie. My least favorite record was with him and Mustard, because I thought they could have did better. Because you went from ballin' to high fashion it's on the album, and high fashion was kind of like whoa. Because I thought it could be much better,
Right.
because they did ballin'. Ballin' was a smash,
Right.
but high fashion like
When you say mustard, is this?
DJ Mustard.
DJ okay.
Yeah, he dropped the Mustard name. The DJ name comes to Mustard now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but I just say DJ Mustard because I'm not confusing myself. The same thing. Remember when P Diddy changed his name from Puff Daddy to P Diddy, and he went to
It's
Puffy?
been to so many.
So I'm like, no,
names, yeah.
I'm calling you P Diddy from now
Diddy.
on.
I call him Diddy.
If you look at my library, it's strictly Diddy, P Diddy. The records I liked, I picked Peter. What else I gave you? I think I gave you Peter, Big Stepper, and I gave you one more. Yeah, In the Box. If you can drop it if you want, just a quick 30 seconds. The Box is one of the new records that's been circulating everywhere.
Okay.
To give you a quick glimpse of it. Hold on a second. You heard it.
I did hear this. I actually like this. That's fire.
Stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. won't never sell my soul.
That one I picked Big Stepper. It's another record that he had on the album, which I liked. I'm gonna give you a little snippet of that one too.
Yeah. Hey, big stepper like big me. I was taught to go and get it straight up out the mud. Keep my slugs, man. I was taught to never show no love, man.
You cut it off now.
I ain't never had no.
And then the last one I picked was Peter with him, Meek Mill, which I think was just all it's bangers all across the board. Like I said, the one record that kind of threw me off the loop was High Fashion, but everything else for me was hit.
So this is a 5-star album?
Yeah.
5-star.
Like 4.95 for me. That's how really good it was, and that's about it.
So you can listen to this album from beginning to end?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. That's fire.
And then like he kind of stepped out the lane with a record with Ty Dolla $ign, but I didn't give that one in there. But yeah.
Do you have Cameron's album? No, you don't. Okay.
It's not clean.
It's not clean.
No, he don't have a clean version yet.
Okay. Because I was gonna say you gotta play that Medellin. It's hot.
No worry, I'll get it for the next week.
Medellin. It's fire.
But yeah, so that's what I went with was Roddy Ricch. He's gonna be here for a while.
Okay,
he's gonna be here for a while, and especially that he's now starting to implement, I guess live sound. Right. Because recently he did a performance with an orchestra.
Really?
Behind him, and was fantastic.
And where was this?
I don't remember where it was, but it was live. You look on YouTube, and he did it live. Yeah, Ballin'. Yeah, with an orchestra.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I definitely got to see that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into the hot topics of the night before we go into that quick little break, right?
Yeah. One of you guys has the hot topics.
Miss Golden Goddess.
Where your phone at? I know you are.
Yeah, that's why you guys are on
silence.
Exactly.
We over here looking at diagnosing this power episode.
Listen, we over here trying to figure out, well, you know.
Power.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that off.
I'll make a special podcast while y'all talk about that in the room about Power.
Who shot Ghost?
Listen, don't say nothing for me, okay? Because I ain't watched Power yet. I haven't watched the season. Who the Roddy Ricch.
That's why he's antisocial. Yes.
Yes. 2.1 million views in 1 month.
Yep. I didn't even release his numbers. I know right now he's top number 1 on the charts for album streams right now.
Really?
Yeah, and Summer Walker's actually 9th. So she's still up there since October.
That's still good. Top 10.
Yeah. You know, I'm loving right now. Can you cut the music off 1 second? I want to make this. I'm loving the space that urban music is in right now. We are taking over the Billboards top 100s. We are killing it. Killing it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's get a quick commercial break, and we'll come back with the hot topics of the night.
Ew. It's the nightcap, baby. Yes. Thank you for tuning in to the nightcap. And yes, I did say yes, and yes.
Why?
I don't think you're gonna get her to get rid of that.
She did get rid of it for like 2 weeks. She was really good for about a couple of weeks because I brought it up, and now she's trying to resurrect it from the dead. I'm about to squash that.
All right.
No more. Yes.
You already know. You're tuned into the nightcap, and you know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's the time for the hot topic of the night.
Oh, okay.
Boom. Yes, everybody. You know what time it is. So the 2 hot topics for tonight is: what would you choose, love or stability?
Well, you gotta.
Okay, well, let me give you some background.
Yes.
The very, very first episode of season 1, episode 1 of the nightcap. That was our very first hot topic. Would you choose love over stability? So we bringing that back to see has anyone's opinion changed from the very first time that question was asked. And the second question, second hot topic is expecting the worst from people a bad thing in a relationship? Like, if you always expect them to do something bad, do you think that would affect your relationship? Mm-hmm. So, first question always goes to the guest of the night.
He's not a guest. He's an honorary member.
Well, yeah, he's an honorary member.
Yeah. You might as well be a member. Dues are due every 15th of the month. So, yeah.
Dues.
Yeah, dues.
And we will add you
So,
to the
we'll
chat.
add you to the group chat.
We'll add you to the group chat.
Heard it. Cool. I answered the first one, though. I don't want love. You can hold it. I don't want it.
So you pick stability?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I would rather be in a situation where we're both cool and we both know what we're doing every day, all day, instead of just, yo, I love you. Oh, I love you too.
Okay. So that's the reason that's it?
Yeah. Love is just a word. Actions.
Okay, so for you, is it love or
team
stability?
Stability, yeah.
All right.
Golden Goddess?
Golden Goddess ain't changed. I am team stability.
Just soft hands, baby.
Okay. Listen, you can learn to love somebody. Mm-hmm. But like Meek Mill said, next time you gonna cry is gonna be in a Rolls Royce.
I feel the sparks right now,
Listen,
baby.
it's different to be crying in a Buick. You feel me?
I feel the sparks
Doesn't it run?
Yeah.
Baby, nah. I'm team stability all the time. Period. Point blank. Love is fine, but we love people for different reasons. You learn to love people, but I need stability. That's what's gonna pay my bills. That's what's gonna help my life.
Preach on.
Listen, love ain't do nothing but get people jammed up. All right, I ain't never seen nothing good come out of love. So I'm team stability. Love is good, but I'm team stability.
The gentleman who just popped back up is Mr. Rich Stacks. How you doing, Ricky?
Chilling.
So we have a question that we had. In a relationship, would you choose love or stability?
I would choose stability.
Bang bang.
Why?
Off experience, I would choose stability.
Okay.
And the reason why is I've been married 3 years.
Congrats.
Separated for a year, 3 months.
Oh.
And
Well, you brought it out to the T. It must be recent.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Like my heart is still actually with her. That's why I don't look at any. I still haven't cheated, stepped out, nothing. There's
Hey, with your boy, I got you, brother. I got you, man. Change your life, man. I got you, man.
I don't want to.
Nah, it's okay.
Stuff came up, but
it's alright.
Better opportunity.
Nah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Listen.
I was like, because more time, I'm raising a daughter. I don't want to step into that because I believe in karma.
Ain't no karma.
Karma, man.
Nah.
YOLO.
I believe in YOLO. You only live once.
You've been separated for a year.
3 months,
yeah. So you good. You moved on. Go on.
See what we just said about the love? Love will get you killed.
Listen, ain't gonna get you killed, but you gonna
not killed, but I'm saying, look,
you gonna kill somebody. Box, I know that.
You've been separated for a year and some months, and the heart is still there.
No, what about the heart?
Jammed up.
What about the other head?
Stability. Just look, come on over. So we like 3-0 on stability.
Yes. So intense gonna end. No. Don't flip flop.
No.
Ain't no flip flop. It's one or the other.
He chose stability.
You pick stability, so that's what we're gonna go with. Stability. Good. Baby J, you wanna add to this or nah? You Gucci over there.
Stability. Stability from experience. You know what I mean? I feel like you choose to love somebody. Like I feel like in my experience, I'm all about vibes. So if the vibe is right, then it'll be easier to love you. But I feel like in my experience, I've had situations where it was forced love because the attraction was there, maybe physical attraction or whatever, but it wasn't
like the real love.
It wasn't like real love. Like I want to do this because I really love you, which is like the moment type of thing. So I'd rather stability. You know what I mean? The love it'll come with it.
Facts. See.
4-0.
Jameen,
you got something to say?
Drop it.
It's coming.
It's here.
Jameen.
What
is your answer, sir?
The old Jameen would say love. I'm a lover boy. You know, but based on the majority of us, experiences the BITC and I know I can't curse.
Butch.
But
it's a butch.
Butch. Yeah. Yes.
We're not calling anybody out there.
Right.
We're just saying, yeah.
But I agree with Golden Goddess. You can always learn to love somebody. Shoot. You can teach someone to love you.
Right.
So stability is it? Because we need to rank up different levels in this sucker. And on to the next.
On to the next. On to the next one. All right. I'm gonna go take over this one because I'm leaving the person who needs to speak her piece last. Okay, because intense is with everybody else. Okay, stability. I've been like that since the beginning, since day one. If you ain't stable, I ain't with you. Okay, so that my answer has not changed. Okay. I'm not even talking about from experience. I'm just saying that's how I was.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna get the spotlight back on this lovely one lady over here. This lovely lady over here. When we first had this show, she was the only one that picked love.
So
right?
You guys want to know my answer now?
A year later,
she gonna say love.
I want you to hear what do you pick now, Miss Lady Dottie?
Okay. So yes, a year ago I chose love. Because I believed. You gotta love from your heart. It's not about the finances. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah. love. The tears pay the bill, right?
No, it doesn't.
All right. Keep going.
Fast forward now. Hanging out with people who are married. I learned that marriage is an investment. And I learned that listening to their stories, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So for me, I have to say,
yes,
2020.
Come on with it. Bring it home.
Like we told you. Just come on. Can't you get a pum after answer?
I have to go with stability, y'all.
Oh, about time.
Because
it's about time it's happened.
No, it's true. Because if it's a one-way thing, you're gonna go broke.
Go crazy.
Yeah, you will. And in order to build, it has to be an equal. It has to be equal. So for me, I definitely gotta rock with that.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you.
Shout out to the people that are teaching me, and shout out to y'all because y'all was right.
So it was from experience watching others, or experience on your own, or a combination of both?
I have to say mostly others because I have a lot of friends who are married and they're going through it. And it makes you not want to get married because they're in their 40s, right? And
late 30s.
No, they're in their 40s. 2 are on a way of divorce.
Wait.
One of them wants a divorce, and man, marriage is not cooped up to what it's supposed to be.
It changed.
I mean,
it has in certain situations.
Well, you gotta. The problem is people don't want to put in that work. That's the problem. I don't think it's the marriage; it's the work. People want to run. Most. I'm not gonna say some. I'm gonna say most. I feel like most people run at the sign of trouble. If you're gonna marry somebody, that is where the for better, for poor, better. What is it? Richer for poor, better for worse. You can't always be down for better and head for the hills for worse. You gotta ride out everything. And there's a lot of people when you hear their stories, as soon as something go wrong, I want a divorce. Then why did you get married? Because you didn't sign up for sunny days. You signed up for everything. Or that means when he's unemployed, when things is going cheap. Yeah, we got to work this out because that's a marriage.
Okay. So for these women, I have to say a lot of infidelity occurs. A lot. It's not a 1 time, a 2 time, a 3 time. It's consistently. And it comes to a point where a woman can't take no more. So then she starts to look at herself and she says, who am I going to choose?
Well, you married a cheater. 9 out of 10. You knew. 9 out of 10. Listen, let's be 100% honest. You knew he was a cheater before you married him. You wasn't going to change it. That's the one thing that I get upset a lot about with a lot of women. And it's the truth. A lot of the times, the red flags that end your relationship are the red flags you got into the relationship with. He didn't become a cheater overnight. He was a cheater. And marrying him wasn't going to change him from being a cheater.
Okay.
I don't know the difference between a cheater and someone that cheats. Thank you.
That's what I was.
Listen,
It could have been a thing. I mean, they have been married for quite some time, 10 years in a game.
and I'm pretty
One
sure
of
if
them
you
is
asked her
12 years in a
truthfully,
game,
he cheated way before he was in that marriage, and you forgave him. Let's be honest.
Going back to Golden Goddess, what you were saying, I feel like 9 out of 10, people want that Instagram relationship.
Yes.
You know,
they're not
going to work hard for that.
Yes,
marriage
because
or
I
that-
want to pose
that
up.
They're
And
older.
yes,
They're not
right.
on the Instagram.
And I want to go back to what you were saying, La Dottie, is we spoke last week about counseling. Did they go through counseling?
Yes, actually,
and,
yeah, they did.
And it opened up some doors.
Absolutely.
And when those doors were
They
open,
tried to work it out.
Absolutely.
They trying.
All right.
it could just be they're just not compatible, and there's not. You know what I'm saying?
That's BS. They don't want to keep working on it.
That's true too.
Might
Like,
be
you
one
don't get-
partner over the other.
One partner is checked. That's my phone.
Oh.
You're good.
One partner over
One
the
partner
other.
is checked out. But to go off of that too, both partners don't qualify their partner or in early stages as much as they should. Like you have to test your mate.
Oh yeah,
and you have to put even if it's a perfect picture and it's that Instagram love, I have to test you.
Yep.
You gotta know.
I have to. I have to.
I gotta know what I'm dealing with.
Exactly.
And
I
that's
hate being
If
tested.
what you
And
will
women do it all the time.
in
Oh,
an
yeah.
event- yeah, I've done that before.
But you
I
have
hate
to.
being tested.
Right.
Because you don't know if
You
you
don't
have an
know.
emergency, who are you going to count on?
You don't know.
Right.
And you'll be surprised because it'd be the people that's like on the hip that fail the test.
You're right with that one.
Because
Absolutely.
we make time for what we want to make time for.
Yes.
Alright, so let me ask you this: when you pass the test, you still get tested?
Yeah, you're gonna always get tested.
I mean, there's different tests. At least for me, there is.
You know, one thing that I was reading in a book the other day, it was that when women test a man, they're testing to see if, like, worst case scenario, am I gonna be okay with this guy? Like, is this guy, like, if my life was in shambles and he said he's a tough guy, okay, cool, let's test that subconsciously to see if I was in a situation, is this guy gonna protect me? So she'll do it probably in the club and just literally test you right then and there. But like women and men don't do this enough, but women do this just to protect themselves.
Right.
But we don't do that we don't do that enough, and people get into marriages, relationships very quickly, and they don't put themselves through that. So when that happens, they hop in fence.
Yeah,
That's why for 2020, you gotta be. If you're not prepared to be in a marriage, then don't get all jazzed up for the wedding. I think a lot of people just want the wedding and not the marriage.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I want to walk down the aisle. I want everybody to see it. I need y'all to come drink top shelf liquor, eat scrimps, all that other stuff. That's the wedding. After that day, for the rest of our lives, good, bad, ugly, sunny, rainy, cloudy, snow. Huh?
You better watch that one day on repeat.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we stood in front of.
Just to
the
be in
pastor
debt.
from God, our families,
that's
and
what
we
the
said we
stability-
gonna love each other.
That's why stability matters.
That's the foundation right
If you
there.
messed up on Tuesday, every Tuesday, you can't get into that.
Is it because of the title of marriage is why people are struggling?
Yeah, cause when you the friends with benefits are just messing around, everything is cool. But that's how the relationship should be the whole time around.
Yep.
Right, but the minute you put the title on it, things start to slightly change.
And it
Because the
shouldn't
titles
be because
come with
the
expectations.
Title, there you go.
Go.
And it shouldn't.
I don't want to.
If we should be we
No.
should be the same people that we were. That's it. If you went to hang out with the
But
boys
it changes,
every
though.
Thursday night, it shouldn't, and that's where it
You
goes
should-
wrong.
exactly.
The only difference should be like, listen, babes, I'm going out to such and such time, and if you see that time comes and you're not there, yo, I'ma be a little later than that, and that shouldn't change because you're my husband.
Right.
I met you doing that.
I feel like when we go into relationships, and I feel like people just miss this part. We kind of stop what we normally do to focus on one person.
Yep.
So when we focus on one person, we put pause on our life.
Yep.
And you shouldn't.
And we do that because we're trying to get to know this person.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like that 90-day program. You know understand what I'm saying? And then when we press play, because our friends are hearing us, hey, where you been?
Right.
You got responsibilities over here. You don't chill with us. All right, babe. I got to talk to you later. You're different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
You're right.
Insecurity
exactly. Starts
starts
building up.
to
The
play
trust
that
starts
role.
getting questioned. You're tested for no reason. Well, there's a reason.
And this is why Will Smith, I love what he says. It's not his responsibility to make Jada happy. Like, you got to be happy, I got to be happy, and we got to come together and be happy.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of things. Right, you understand? People
I
are
love
not
that.
happy. You gotta be happy. I can't make you happy if I'm not happy.
But women won't do it. Some people won't do that though. Some people won't own up to that.
No.
Some people still expect, oh, I'm with somebody. He's supposed to make me happy.
No,
You're supposed to be happy first,
First.
but there are relationships that can kill your happiness as well.
Then that's toxic. That's toxic. Toxicity. That's not a relationship.
Because
That's
sometimes
toxicity.
you're happy, you're on the up and up, you're good, and here comes this guy or
Then there
female,
goes a baby.
and you guys are good, but then all of a sudden they're just taking from you, taking
Taking your peace. Taking
yeah,
everything.
But you
taking
see that
your energy,
But
sucking
see,
you dry.
right? But you're not realizing that's the energy that you're manifesting. That's why you're attracting the toxicity. There's something in you that's generating an energy that's gravitating to that person with the law of attraction. There's something that you got going on inside,
That ain't
and it's
perfect.
worse because you're toxic to yourself for
Right.
allowing them to be toxic to you.
That's
So
right.
it's what you gotta. That's what you got.
Free games.
Yeah,
Free game over here, baby.
It's the law of attraction.
Free game over here.
It's
We're giving
recorded, right? We
y'all.
recording?
No,
It's recorded. It's everything
Bad,
recorded.
bad.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
good game.
yeah.
the law. Listen,
I'm
it's
gonna
the
give you
law
guys
of-
the
We're gonna
audio.
do this clip and we're gonna post it. It's
Yeah.
what you manifest.
Yeah.
It's
Very
the
true.
laws of attraction. So what you get, that's what you putting out there.
Yes, sir.
And
Oh,
sometimes
another
you,
gem too. Don't take advice from nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
And I say that in regards to no one is ever going to be in your shoes as much as their shoes look like yours.
Yep.
it's
we
a
did.
fact.
So talk it out.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Talk it out. No. Talk it out.
Talk it.
Talk it out. If it work out, it work
Absolutely.
out. Talk it
Absolutely.
out.
Facts.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Part 2.
The nonsense.
We're going deep right there.
Uh-huh.
Is expecting the worst from people bad in a relationship.
Rich Stacks. Come on, Rick.
You're the married one here.
Well, not married.
Well,
I made the same mistake. It's okay.
I feel like my expectation was set a bit high because it was a couple of things withdrawn that I didn't know until after we was married. So I sat on that lie for 6 months into the marriage.
oh,
So my choice was taken away
can you elaborate?
to a certain extent.
Okay.
Listen,
This is our counseling here.
So to the point that when I met her, she had one kid.
Okay.
That's my thought, that she had one kid, but she has 2 more.
And you didn't
And I
know.
didn't know.
Wait.
Oh.
So technically, I'm taking care of 3 kids, and my daughter wasn't born yet.
Oh.
My daughter,
You on 4?
my
So
daughter is a
how
twin. My
long-
daughter was a twin, so you would have initially had 5.
So how long were you guys together before you said I do?
We was together, say about physically together 6 months, because I didn't go to Jamaica that much.
Oh,
I went
6
to,
months.
I went to
So of course you're not gonna know about the baby.
No. I was in Jamaica. I go to Jamaica and I stayed there 3 months out of the time. You had every choice to introduce me. Every choice.
That's crazy.
Sounds
That's
like the
a real-
Haitians.
That's some real. That's
Happens in my family all
I
the time,
think-
man. I hear that.
I don't know, maybe she lived in Jamaica
Yeah,
and you lived here.
I lived there.
So
but I
that's
went-
why
I
she
went
probably was
there
able to
every
hide it.
3 months.
But she was able to hide it.
I went from April to June, April to June, April to June, April to June, and I stopped in 2018 because I broke my legs. So I didn't go on hiatus or nothing. Like, my doctor literally banned me from traveling.
so is that part of the reason that ended the relationship because
No.
of the kids?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. Because if she would have told me from Jump Street, I would have took care of the kids. My pockets ain't that. My pockets ain't low. It's just I like to budget. So if you would have told me beforehand, I'm like, damn, I would never bought that Benz. You know. I probably would have bought the Benz, but it would have been a little bigger.
It would have been another one.
Nah, it probably would have been an SUV, man, like the soccer mom type joints. Not no 400 horsepower sports car.
Okay, so basically you're saying that within the 6 months of you guys knowing one another, you guys got married.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, you got married, didn't know of the kids. When you found out about the kids,
I found out by her mother by accident. When I
a
really,
few weeks, days,
I would say months.
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 So if you waited a year to know this woman, Do you think you would have found out about the kids then?
From her?
Yeah.
No.
But from her mother, possibly.
By accident.
That right there.
Accidents. That was an accident.
That was meant to happen, but that right there, I'll look at her differently.
I still do.
Because why are you hiding your kids? Your kids are your pride and joy.
That's it.
As a woman, especially as a woman, women and children are like this. For you to hide them,
and then what bothers me most, right? I don't care about social media. You already know I deleted my social media. Come back, deleted my social media. I went on her social media, right? Her prior kids before our marriage is on it. Our daughter's not on it.
Bro,
Oh,
do me a
so
favor.
she must be hiding something from
Do me a
somebody
favor.
else.
You better block it. You better block her. Don't be going on social media page.
She's hiding something.
Because you're gonna go crazy. Don't do it.
Don't.
Well, she could have hit her kids.
I don't give a
for
damn.
ticket.
Don't
You know
do
how,
it.
Like people hide their kids just to get an apartment.
Nah.
Yeah.
but
So
She's in Jamaica.
My thing
that was
is.
a ticket coming over.
My thing.
Could be, that's it.
Damn, what a Josh what I needed.
I didn't look
That's
at
real.
it that way.
Well, not you, but maybe she. Everyone has.
She
a
didn't look at
different
it that
judgment.
way
Okay.
either.
Okay.
Because the way we was talking, it was more talking than physical.
Gotcha.
You know.
Did you ask her why, not our daughter? Are the pictures around the house?
I tried to ask, but it felt like it wasn't my place. It felt like I just lost all trust.
Is the kid yours?
Well, my daughter? Well, my daughter is mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell she is mine.
You make sure.
No, I know. I did the DNA test.
Okay, good. All right,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. I wanted to make sure, because
I did that.
surprise.
I did it the same day she was born.
Oh,
Okay. So
Wasted.
we're gonna go to
Even though
Smooth.
Talk to
minutes
me.
wasted. She was born at
Miss Golden Goddess, you want to repeat the
3:25
question?
in the morning.
Sorry.
3:40.
Is expecting the worst out of people a bad thing in a relationship?
It is a bad thing. Yo, I don't know why or about how I came across this book, but I read Don Luis Miguel's Master of Love. No, Four Agreements. I read the Master of Love too, but the Four Agreements I read it like I think I want to say my sophomore year when I was coming out of my toxic
Relationship?
spicy relationships. That's my lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
Good time. But yeah, that book fell in my lap during that time, and like ever since, I don't expect any good, bad from nobody. I just go off the vibe you give me, and I read it I just read it like a crystal clear. No, and so the Four Agreements are always do your best. I remember it because like it's like a fake tat on my arm. So always do your best. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personal. And don't expect anything from anybody.
Those
I
are
like
rules
that.
to live
I
by.
like that.
Yeah.
So
I'm
like,
write that down on my wall.
read the book.
I'm gonna read the book. Well,
Yeah.
I finished my Lewis Hodges. I'm rereading it. I like to reread books.
I got you. So yeah, so I'm on some. I don't come off with you've been through this and this. All right, cool. I'll peek through a little bit, but I'm not expecting good or bad from nobody. You'll tell me exactly what I need to know within the first 5 minutes of our conversation.
She's like Omarion, you're unbothered.
Not unbothered. So extremely aware, but just not like I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. I always see things from like both sides of perspectives, but expecting something from somebody, oh my god,
Yeah.
you're gonna go crazy every single time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Every single time.
Yeah, that's true.
Baby J,
She like,
watch your head next to my camera, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was I was like,
is expecting
into it.
is expecting the worst from people a bad thing in a relationship?
see, all right, because I always expect the best. I'm sorry. I always expect the best from anybody I meet. I don't know. It's just me. Like, I don't ever look at someone and be like, all right, like, how can this person bring the worst out of me? You know what I'm saying? Like, from my experience, I think expecting, because I wouldn't say I have high standards, but I kind of do, but I kind of don't. But it's like I want to be the best me, pretty much. So in my situation, I think I expected the best and got the worst. So it was like, now what? You know, I don't expect the worst, but it's like you expect the best and you get the ultimate worst. So it's like now you're like, so for my situation, it's just like, I mean, kind of piggybacking off of what you said is not to expect anything from anybody. And I think because I always expect the best, regardless of what anybody says, I feel like it puts me in a really bad situation most of the time, from my experience. So, like I said, I wouldn't expect the worst, but I just wouldn't expect anything, whatever happens, going off of vibes, like he said. So, that's all I got, though. But yeah.
Proud of you. Thank you for admitting that.
Take the floor.
Yeah. No, I feel like if you expect the worst from people, then that's definitely a bad thing in a relationship, because you be defensive and you will basically be guarded when you love that person. You won't be able to open up to that person because you're always under the notion that they're going to do something to you, or they're going to repeat something that somebody else did for you. So you're basically putting that on them. So, even if they did something and their intention wasn't to hurt you, then you're going to look at that. So, I mean, what you guys both said is true. I realized a long time ago that expectations harbor disappointment. Mm-hmm. Like, whenever you expect something from somebody, you end up disappointed because they don't know how high your expectation is. So even if to them they did something and they did it at their 100, it may not measure up to what your 100 is. So you'll end up disappointed. So it's just like, just go in there, like you said, just go with the vibe, go with whatever, and just let it just happen naturally on its own with no anything, no backgrounds, no anything, and just see where it goes.
Miss Lottie Dottie.
I think they pretty much summed it up. I strongly believe approaching a relationship should be no expectations at all, because you will be highly disappointed. Highly.
Is that from personal experience?
I mean, yeah, personal experience all throughout. Yeah, definitely. Just go in there with a clean mindset and just hoping for the best. And if something negative starts to happen, then you deal with it accordingly. And that's pretty much it. Never expect anything.
You have a question? Go ahead.
It's actually for you. So, Miss Lottie Dottie.
Oh, questions.
So, what would you do in a situation when you're not the person coming into the relationship thinking the worst, but the person you're interested in is because of their past experiences?
I would love to answer that question.
You can answer too. It's open.
Well, clearly we would be dating, and if I see all the negative approach, and clearly I don't like to be around a lot of negativity. Sometimes I shy away from that. I mean, I can talk to you. I can give my opinion. I can't really say advice, but I will give my opinion. And I'm not sure how well that relationship would work. I'm not too sure about that. Because, okay. I mean, I can't, like I said, it's hard for me to be around someone who's just so negative. It's really hard for me.
Okay, one more question. So what if, you didn't see the signs in the beginning, right? Because they were portraying to be someone who you thought they liked. Because personal experience, how would you don't see the signs in the beginning. You're thinking this person's one way. You got people saying, no, this is not really who this person is. But you're like, nah, I see something different. And then later on, you like, oh, this is the person that they was telling me about. So how would you?
Warnings.
You know what I mean? So
I've dealt with that myself. And, I actually tried. But you can only try but for so long. At some point you're gonna break because the person is breaking you.
Facts.
So once that starts to happen, that's my express ticket to leave. Because sometimes you have to ask you got to say to yourself, do you love you? Because you got to love you more than the next person that you're with, because you're a priority. You know what I'm saying? You come first. So if a person has a lot of issues, there's but so much that you can do for them. You can help them, guide them, show them the way, send them to a counselor. You could do all that. But at the end of the day, staying with a person that is might have a mental issue, can be toxic. I mean, that's an endanger for your life, your health.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And then now all of a sudden you're starting to bug out.
Woo!
You're gonna start bugging out. And people are gonna
you're
think
reading
you're
my
crazy
mind right now.
You definitely hit it on the nail with self-love is a thing that we all really neglect though. Like people don't know how to do it and like are quick to fill that void that they need to fill themselves. So they'll tolerate that little disrespect, they'll tolerate that toxicity, but like you really just gotta be like, yo, it's done.
Right.
And ride it out. Dolo for a little bit. And it's not easy.
It's not, because sometimes you try to exit, but the person is still attached. They keep following you everywhere
and
you're going.
It's very little, subtle.
Exactly. And it takes time. But you yourself, I mean, I've done that before. I've looked literally in the mirror and I said, I love me. I'm choosing me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm gone and you're still doing what you're doing, you're just going to do it to the next person. You know what I'm saying? That stems from what I said previously before. You could be with somebody, but that person can break you down. You could be happy at a good place, but they just stealing all your energy.
They're like trash bags.
Yeah, but some people don't know that they do that. They don't know that they do that.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I've been through my own relationship with my son's mother, and it was
boy,
like
she
that.
must did some bad.
Oh my god!
You keep bringing up every time, boy. Every week you've been on this show so far, and her name keep coming out your mouth.
Because I feel our guest speaker, with his separation for a year and 3 months, has been 2 years for me. But we were never married, but it felt like we were. We did everything in that sense. But, when I came into that relationship, I was single for 3 years prior to. I was going through a lot of personal development because I was like, oh, snap, I didn't know what this self-love was about. That's how I found out about the 4 agreements. Read that in my relationship, got better on my end. But with the expectations. Expectations. I learned from the book that you mentioned before that you can't have those. It's non-existent. It can't be existed. But I was always the person that would calm things down. I was always the person that would seen multiple sides and be like, okay, let's course correct. So if something was detrimental to our relationship, it was course correct. So you're blindsided and you stay there because you invested in so much, and you stay equipped to that, and then you stick to the patterns, and then the conversation came up where I'm not happy. Well, I am happy. Right. Why aren't you? Right. And it goes to red flags. But exactly. I neglected all of that since the beginning of our relationship. If I can pinpoint it, it was 9 months in. We've been dating for 4 years. So it's like, wow, Ja, you need to self-reflect. Start loving yourself. So that's where that went out.
Real quick. Anything that makes you uncomfortable within the first 30 days of meeting with somebody new is going to be the exact reason why your life goes either uphill or downhill, however long you're with that person.
Do you think the numbers should be extended? Maybe
the longer you get to know them,
right?
The longer you get to know them, the more you have to pay attention to everything that bothers you or everything that you're uncomfortable with, and just know that I've been with this person for 2 months and this bothers me. All right, cool. If I'm with them for 4 months and I don't address it today, it is going to multiply. That's exactly like if I'm gonna open up a little bit. That's the reason why I think me and my last one fell off is the few little things that I personally didn't like. Right. Wasn't vocal on it.
Okay, so you didn't communicate.
Yeah, and that's something I like self-reflected through time. So it's like I'm like, oh, I don't like this. All right, let's keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I'm like, and then at a point you're like, yo, I'm good. I'm good. Right. My actions to any other shorty would be, oh, he's top tier. Not top 10, top tier. Right. Top tier. But when you neglect those, you act different. And they catch that.
Absolutely.
They catch that.
Because you're not expressing yourself. Exactly. You're not allowing yourself to be free.
Exactly. And then at that point, that's toxic to someone else's eyes. Come on, man. Big jumps tonight. Bars.
One more thing. when you said after my relationship, I started casting more 4 pillars of my life. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and the other one, and
which is what, physically? Physically?
There you go. Like physically,
I think
mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. There
Yeah.
you go. The 4 pillars.
You said it twice.
I said it over.
No, you said it over.
You said spiritually twice.
No.
But I said it correct the second time.
Yeah,
He said
Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
Got it.
Bars.
4.
So those 4 pillars, when you start focusing on that, going back to self-love, and when you start dating again, which took me some time, you start seeing the crazy ones. That's why when you can't pray, you can't always trust a pretty face. Those are the crazy ones. Shout out to no, but I started learning stuff and being very vocal more than I was with my relationship with my son's mother, and let it be known, if you don't like it, you can leave. You're not bound to me. We're not married. We're not working on this. So
And they like that.
Oh yeah,
They
honestly,
ain't going nowhere.
the stuff was good. The stuff was good.
No, it's true. It's true. Once you start to realize who you are as a person, I think, yes, you start learning, start knowing, start understanding. Then when someone approaches you, you're like, nah, I'm not putting up with that.
Yeah.
I'm not putting up with
You can
that.
catch it before they even talk.
Situation was a lesson.
I'm sure everybody has been in a relationship at some point. Maybe 1, 2, you learn all throughout. Some people don't. Yes. Yeah, some people don't. But those are the ones that can't be alone.
Take the mic, bro. Take it, show us.
My son's mother. After
I'm gonna make you write a book. You're gonna write a book about this relationship, and we're gonna make some money off of you. And Ted's gonna make some money off of you because
Say this woman that
this
I
woman that
dated. We're not giving her too much airplay here.
But
the female.
I'm releasing now.
you about to be a whole memoir about her soon.
Paper talk. I'm about to just let it out.
Let it out. Let it out.
We're
Let
gonna
it
write a
out.
memoir.
Let it out. It's okay.
No more
though.
gems. No more
Yo,
gems.
they
I'm
might be
thinking a
ready
book.
for that, though. They might be ready for that story.
The books.
The people.
The people, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna write a book. You're gonna write a book.
If it ain't on the page, it ain't on the stage. Put it down.
It's gonna be on a book. We're gonna make you write a book about it. Trust me.
That's a Tyler Perry.
You know,
No.
I'll write it for you.
Oh my God! Can we cry?
Huh? Could you
Yes.
cry?
Cry.
We gonna get this started right here.
I'm for real. Listen, the gears is going in my head. Like, yo, we gonna make some money because
Yeah, facts. Yo, people buy anything nowadays.
yeah.
Anything.
We gonna talk about that.
I'm not gonna hold you. There's a book I want to buy. There's a dude on Instagram. He's an IG influencer because he got followers. He got a K in his stuff.
Got a K.
Which one?
Steffen, something like that. He got
I think.
beard.
Oh yes. No. I think I follow that one.
Some Steffens.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah,
I
you
know
got
what
a
you're talking
beard. Dark shit dude with a beard and some
I know what you're
dreads.
talking about.
Yeah, he just dropped a
with the
book.
okay.
Yeah, he just
yeah.
dropped
I
a
know.
So let's
book.
talk about love.
Yeah,
he's a love guy.
$8.
He's
got
very
the blow up.
handsome.
And Derek Jacks.
He's handsome.
You got a story to tell.
Yeah, we gonna. I got some for you. Don't
We
worry.
gonna get it out of you.
Oh, I am gonna get out of here. Trust me. Trust and believe.
I guess for 2020,
Steven
learning
speaks.
how to
I said
avoid
Sparks, yeah.
people who are toxic.
buy this book.
Because a lot of people want to get into relationships.
Don't
Never
do it.
took the time to be alone,
Mm-hmm.
self-reflect,
Mm-hmm.
and evaluate everything. So now they're toxic, leaving one relationship,
And
jumping
carrying
into
the next
another,
one, yep.
and you're just bringing that over.
Amen.
And it's like, wait a minute, I ain't the problem, you the problem.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that we learn.
Sometimes we take the hit and say we're the problem.
Yeah, because I'm like,
People
'cause
gotta
You
heal.
ever
'Cause
seen
you
those
like, what's
those
wrong with
doctor
me?
bags with the
It's not us,
triangle?
it's them.
You know those doctor bags with the triangle?
The hazard
The
sign.
hazard sign?
Oh,
people,
the hazard.
People put their hands back inside of the bag. They gotta throw the bag out.
You know,
People gotta
Throw the bag
heal.
and you
gotta
out.
heal. You gotta
I
heal.
strongly believe if you're not ready for a relationship, do not get into one. Do not cloud somebody's space. Do not cloud their mind. It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Well, until they heal and recognize they got a problem, that's what's gonna happen. You gotta heal. You gotta spend time alone,
Right.
and you gotta examine yourself and find out what's going
That
on.
means no kitty. No kitty.
No, and it's okay not to.
Yeah. No,
Because
it's a
that
fact.
that just be alone. Take some time. Take a time out.
Learn yourself.
Yeah, learn who
Yeah.
you are
gotta
as a
do the work.
person
The root of the problem.
Because people don't want to do the
and
work.
know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
People focus on the tree.
Know what you want.
And all this other shit, but no one focuses on the roots. Why did it occur in the first place?
Right.
Where was the seed planted?
If you're toxic, stay away.
Yes.
If you don't know, stay away.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta. That's what I'm saying. You gotta heal.
Some people do not know that they are toxic.
And if you don't know, stay away from everybody else.
If your last relationship was toxic,
About stay away from me. You toxic, but
You toxic. You know what it is? It's Twitter that's toxic.
I
You
need
scroll
to get on
down.
there.
No, you don't. No, you
that
don't.
bad?
You know
I
it's
thought
bad.
it's popping.
It's bad. It's good.
I deleted my Twitter 4 times and I made another one yesterday.
But you did the same thing for Instagram.
But Twitter's different. Twitter's different.
What's so different about
What I like about Twitter?
What I
Twitter.
like about Twitter is there's black Twitter and then there's regular Twitter. And
Oh,
I'm on
really?
Both.
It's very interesting.
No,
But it's
no.
toxic. It's so. It's
No, but with Twitter,
It's interesting.
Like, okay, give me an example.
Expectations is
From?
is magnified on Twitter.
From who?
Just when people was posting or what they're posting, oh, if this couple's doing this, or if this person getting this much money, you know what I'm saying? So it's just magnified. So it's like, yeah, if you really scroll down through Twitter and just what people are putting out and what you really consume on the back end,
Yeah,
like
it's
if you
ridiculous.
weak, you gonna take all that like, oh, question this. You gonna hurt. You gonna hurt.
And now
You gonna
that
hurt.
they put up the polls and arguments on it now,
There's polls and arguments.
You can't be weak for Twitter, nah.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can't. Like
I think
Twitter
with
strong.
Twitter now is like you leaving your diary in the middle of the lunchroom table
That's a
wow.
great way to
without
put
the
it.
lock.
yeah, you're not
That's a
lying.
great way to put it.
Because with Twitter, it's
That's a great way to
endless. You
put
can
it.
go all day, and there's no like, cause you know, like on Instagram, if you keep posting up,
So why
get
follow
money.
someone who's
it's not just following someone. It's just the atmosphere. Who you following?
It's conversational based
Yeah.
and
Trust me.
opinion based.
140
So it's
characters.
like
isn't enough.
No, it's 280 now.
There's no filter.
It's no filter.
Yeah, it's 280.
On Black
Instagram
Twitter is
eventually
140.
stops you if it's like too obscene.
But you could paint a picture on Instagram as much as you want, but Twitter is just like, yo, this is how you really think.
Yeah. Twitter's your thoughts, and if someone wants to respond, and you can just keep going.
A pic or a video, but like if you see what people be retweeting or like, oh,
Yeah.
you agree to this, or
y'all
you
making
this you.
it seem like it's really bad.
Like social media nowadays is funny. Because I got blocked on social media recently by somebody. I thought it was hilarious.
You post crazy stuff.
No. Here's what was funny. I'm not giving the person time of day. I just thought it was hilarious that I got blocked on social media. I was like, why'd you block me for? Oh, because I didn't want to argue. I said, I wasn't even arguing with you, but you can have a nice day though.
You got blocked,
Yeah, I loved it though.
but what did you post that got you blocked?
It was a music video from an artist.
And they didn't like the video.
Yes,
Oh, so that's a them problem.
exactly.
Okay.
You posted something today which was hilarious. Oh, the Patrick thing that you posted was
Oh,
a joke.
SpongeBob.
And then the one with the balloon. This girl.
That's Sukiana.
You know this girl?
Sukiana, she's been around for everywhere, man.
Yeah,
She actually came down to Angels one time. I met her.
yeah.
She's unique. Sukiana's
Well,
unique.
shout
need to
out
get
to
reported.
Instagram allowing Intense to post what he posts.
Listen, I tell people on social
I don't think
media.
intense is that bad.
This is what
It
it is
could
for
get
me.
bad.
No, I could get bad, but
I see what 50 posts. Intense ain't that bad.
no. For me, I tell people like this with my social media. It's a balance of righteousness and ratchetness. You gotta have both. And that's what I'm a firm believer. I will post something that's righteous and get you motivated, and I'll post something like, what the hell am I posting? Why do you post that for? That's how I live. That's how I live.
I think intense is more righteous on Snapchat though.
He's not.
Yes,
bad.
I am. I am righteous on Snapchat.
Yeah,
I don't
more
even
Snapchat.
snap anymore.
Yeah.
But Miss Golden Goddess.
So you
any more
skip
hot
me.
topics?
You skip me.
You skipped him. That was
See? You back on your nonsense again. All right.
part 2 of the. Is expecting the worst from people a bad thing in a relationship?
Yes, it is. And because that means you're always going to be a Debbie Downer. And I don't like that around me. I don't like that at all. I think for me, I'm on I'm always on edge to expecting the worst and the best out of people and not expecting anything at all. It's a fine balance. So nothing that anybody can do can surprise me. You know what I'm saying? I've heard some things to people that I'm like, okay. And most people are like, well, aren't you shocked? Like, no, because I don't expect anything out of somebody. But and some like, wow, that's kind of crazy. But still, I don't expect much. So when I've had conversation with people on my DMs, and we've had some very deep, intimate conversations, and they're like, I'm sorry for dumping all this on you. It might be a shock for you. I'm like, no, I'm not shocked because I don't. Well, life has taught me that you can expect the unexpected from people. So never get taken aback. And I've always lived by a credo, a judgment-free zone. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to listen to your story. Because you don't know if you getting that out might have just changed your whole life at that one point. And might have inspired you to do something even more grander. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to have this. I have an open floor concept. So Chris can say to me, like, last week I banged out, like, 5 crackheads in a row. I'm like, okay, that's your business. Happy for you. If you feel good about it, okay. If not, whatever. Or, John can say, I sniffed 5 lines of coke. All right, hey, Lewis, I'm happy for you. If you feel all right, whatever. There's a lot of different things people can say.
Nobody's going to be telling me they're sniffing coke and I'm going to be all right. I'm like,
I'll look at you, but like, you shouldn't do that. But I'm not gonna judge you like, oh my God, you're a coke head. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna look at you like, yo, it's
a judgment zone. But you don't got,
Do you need help?
Well, coke, if it's a one-time occurrence, you want to live your life, go ahead. If you keep talking about,
I don't know, not one person who just,
3 times.
Well, look, I've heard some people, I've seen people do that stuff. I'm like, it's not for me.
What was the question again?
Expectations.
Expectations.
Is expecting the worst from people. Or bad.
You already answered the question
I
already.
know. I just gotta add. It does.
You better not bring her name up here.
No.
I'll cut your mic off. I'll hit that mute button and we'll cut the show right now.
Be like, it does.
Trust.
But my son's mother.
Yeah.
Yo, we should host a speed dating event to get everybody in the room some new flings for 2020 because everybody in here going through something. And that's a bad way to bring in the year.
So are we going to be candidates?
What, speed dating?
No,
you know
I'm
what?
putting myself up on the line.
Listen, we can talk about that off air.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 2020,
manifest that.
2020, the listeners can
We
look
should
forward
have
to
an
some
event.
nightcap events.
Yeah.
We gonna iron out the fine details behind the scenes. And,
Let's
in the
make it
weeks to
happen.
come, they gonna hear
And
about
then
it.
everybody who come could play the game we be doing every night.
Listen,
question, it's a
we
question.
gonna figure out the details.
We're gonna work on it.
Are we inviting your son's mother?
Why would you do that for?
She could be the host.
Wait, I'm just playing.
I'm gonna beat you over the head with this tripod over here.
All right. I'm sorry.
Ricch Stacks, tell everybody where they can find you.
And don't remove yourself like you always do.
If you are, then we might.
If you are, I will tell you no.
Say for right now.
No, don't say for right now because people won't try to look for you, and I'm like,
we might wake up tomorrow morning and it'll be like, you're not found.
No page
Yeah, he's
found.
deleted.
Right now.
The only page I haven't deleted in a while is LinkedIn, but I'm on Instagram. I'm on
Say your LinkedIn.
Twitter, maybe. I also shadow the Was Up Media Group pages.
okay.
I have my own business in Jamaica as well called Shot Video Productions. We're in 3 countries right now.
Get it,
We're in
man.
Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and of course United States. So I'm shadowing that page, but my main page is Ricch Stacks, RICSTACKZ. I just started my page. I'm there, but I'm not literally there. But
That's
I'm
where
there.
y'all can
Alright,
find
so
him.
smooth.
Talk to me, baby.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on the gram, Spotlight Smooth. I thought we were supposed to do a budgeting thing, so I came up with my whole thing.
We can do it.
We
do
gonna
it
do
next
that,
week.
but I'm gonna still drop some info on the other page of the Industry Advisor, so you can check that out on Twitter _SSM0OVE. And FaceTime me. If you have my number.
Jameen. You can find me on the gram at _status, JAH_status.
Baby J.
You guys can check me out Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud at DJBabyJ3. That's it.
And you can find your girl, Miss Lottie Dottie, MS_Lottie Dottie on Instagram.
I thought you were trying to cut me off.
I didn't even go either.
You did.
No, she didn't go. You cut both of us off.
You know why? Because you went. Okay.
It's okay.
Nah, you already know. Golden Goddess _30 on Instagram.
You got no more to add to that? Just got _30. Instagram, fashion mom. Was it your fashion mom?
I'm not a fat.
No, fashion
That's
mom.
you with all them drops.
No, she got the fashion mom thing going on. Remember?
What fashion mom?
Remember your daughter's.
Oh, when they started looking like an Instagram model.
Yeah, you Instagram model over there.
All right, well, you can find me at Golden Goddess _30 Instagram model, Instagram mom, mother, whatever. I don't got no drops. You know where you can find me.
Okay.
You the one with the drops.
Who, me? I ain't got no drops. This is DJ Intense. Find me on all social media platforms at DJINTENC. Drop the music. Drop the music. I have an important announcement to make. A very, very important announcement to make.
Wait, tell me, we ain't finding you on nobody's mom's DMs, none of that. We giving
Okay, yeah, keep going. Put all that out there.
Mom's DMs.
Yeah.
Aunties.
Yeah.
Inbox.
Yeah. Your grandma's pension plan.
Grandma's pension plan.
What else?
Your daughter's teacher.
No daughter. She gotta be 25 and older. That's only daughter. You know, somebody's daughter.
I said your daughter's your
your older daughters. Yeah, because you gotta be clear. You gotta be
and the teachers inbox.
Yeah.
I was talking about the daughter.
Okay, because I don't like.
No, of course you don't like no TD box.
Intense. Tell everybody where they can find you.
I did.
Okay. But you got the announcement.
The point announcement is we are now officially on iHeartRadio, so you can find the Nightcap on iHeartRadio. Search the Nightcap with 2 P's on all podcast platforms, and we're right there. I thank you guys for subscribing for us. From our fans from Europe, the one person that keeps downloading from Poland. Listen, bro, I love you. Spread the wealth. Tell all your friends. Send it to the EU.
We love.
I don't know how you found us, but hey, thank you. Thank you.
Polish.
We love the Polish and the Europeans and the ones from Cali.
I'm coming out there.
We love you all, and we're just gonna expand and continue growing. You know, it's a grassroots effort. We're going to start off, and I love where we're going at. So.
Now, Miss Lottie, like to hit him with the
Yes, and we would like to know who you are. So send me a DM, ms_Lottie Dottie on Instagram.
Watch me some 13-year-old kid.
Hey, a fan's a fan.
I be feeling weird when those young people add me on social media.
Because you be posting that crap, bro.
No, they do. Like, I'm like, how old are you? Why are you like 15, 14, girl? And I'm like, no, I don't want to add you back. No.
Exactly.
Stay over there. Like, I had some ball player chick. I'm like, okay. Like, no, you're in high school. No. Stay over there. No, I'm not adding you back. No, thank you. No.
No thank you to DJ Intense. We will see you guys next week. Same time, same place, here on the Nightcap.